Hey guys, so we are 8 weeks post-op now, 2 months. So no major changes. I'm still moving pretty good. As far as housework, I'm pretty much back to my norm. Although I'm not picking up anything heavy, just I don't want to jeopardize putting any strain on my stomach or bother anything because I just know everything's still healing. At 3 months, it's still gonna be healing. Um, so you just want to be careful with that and just be cautious of the things you do. Um, let's see. Oh, so in the Facebook group I'm in, they talk a lot about having little pains, or a lot of people refer to it as like a pulling sensation in your stomach, and people talking about they having it around, as far as up to like 5 and 6 months. And so they'll be like being normal and having no pain. All of a sudden they have that sensation. And I kind of realized yesterday that I've been having that feeling as well. And I started having it as early as day 1, and I still have it now. It's not nearly as bad. I guess I'm at some point I became more cautious of my body and what I was doing. But as far as now, the only time I really have it is when I am laying down in bed. You know how you kind of get comfortable and then you kind of stretch up. That's when I kind of get that pulling sensation. Um, every once in a while, I get it sitting on the couch when I go to get up or do something. But if you go to reach, especially the first few weeks post op, if you try to reach up and get something, you'll feel that sensation. So that's why I avoided reaching up to get anything the first few weeks after surgery. So just know, perfectly normal. We all experience it. It's just because they had to put the staples or sutures or whatever they did to put stuff back together. That's kind of that area is just kind of healing up, or there might be some other stuff going on with it, but I'm not a doctor. But just know it's normal. It should get better week by week. Definitely, it should get better. But just know those sensations are definitely normal. Um, let's see. As far as physical activity, because I was working out pretty heavily before surgery, so my goal is definitely to kind of get back to being as active as I was before surgery. So I would advise, if you are also very active and trying to get there, that you make sure you walk the first few weeks. You do a lot of resting, a lot of napping, a lot of healing, but make sure you are definitely getting up a few times a day and doing a little walk. And as I mentioned earlier, my apartment is pretty small, so I would have to set an alarm for 20 minutes, and I would just circle around from my bedroom to my living room for 20 minutes, and I try to do that 4 or 5 times a day. And that was on weeks, I think I started doing that 2 and 3, just because I realized I was walking, the few days I was at the hospital, I was walking way more, day 1, 2, and 3 post-op versus the after I got home. So I started trying to be intentional with my walking to make sure I was getting to moving, because all that is definitely still good for the healing process. And then as that improved, maybe around like week 4 and 5, you want to start increasing the walk time. You don't necessarily have to be walking, an hour to 2 hours a day. You can if you want to, but you want to make sure you don't overdo it. But you want to kind of increase those times from 10, 20 to like 30 minutes. Do a straight 30-minute walk if your body tolerates it. So make sure you listen to your body, because once I started getting pretty good at those 20-minute walks and I was starting to feel a bit better, then I was starting to do little walks outside. But definitely listen to your body. You will know if you was active before. This process should be a little bit more easier for you. So this past week I started exercising on my step. So just a regular step, and I kind of demonstrate at the end So I started using that, and a few days ago I started back doing my exercise with the hip hop step class. So at first I was kind of just doing, a few minutes, but now the last few days I've been able to do about 25 to 30 minutes straight with modifications. Like I don't do any of the ab work, any of the burpees. I don't do all the jumping. I do the modified jumping jacks. I just noticed maybe 2 days ago that I can do jumping now without my binder, and it doesn't really hurt as much. And you would know, like when you start jumping, it'll feel like your insides is kind of, wiggly woggly or not hanging on to anything. So you kind of need to stay away from that to make sure you are healed all the way. But I'm feeling a lot better doing that. But I still wear my binder when I'm doing. I would say I'm kind of doing moderate level physical activity right now with modifications. So I'm easing into it. I'm feeling more and more active, a lot more energy now. I really don't need naps anymore. So my energy level is definitely a lot better. But I found that if I have some leggings kind of like this that's pretty snug and high waisted, I don't really need my binder all day. So I'm kind of weaning myself from that. But as far as my step, I'll set my alarm for like 5 minutes, and I literally just go 1 minute leading with one foot, and then I stop for the next minute, and then lead with the other one. And I just got to the point where I can kind of go side to side now, so I can tolerate doing this, which I'm so super excited about that. So I've been, really anxious to kind of get back active, but just don't push it. It will come. Just make sure you're doing your walking so that when the time comes and your body is healed and you can kind of progress to that, then, you will have the energy to do that. If you're kind of sitting around for several weeks, it's going to be hard to kind of progress and get back to where you were. But I've definitely, have taken advantage of the little stuff I can do, and it has kind of, prepared me to what I'm trying to do now. So especially with the jumping jacks, you can just do it in place, But as far as like jumping, my body is not really ready for that. But I think, in a week or two, I might can progress to that. So I'm trying to start doing maybe some weights this week. I just don't want to do anything that's going to kind of strain my core. A lot of things kind of, works your core. And I really, I want to work my core, but I don't want to do it too early. Definitely do not want to incisional hernia. But that's my update for this week. I will see y'all next time.